can give me something specific.
I agree with that, and this is actually the part of the contract that EverPower came to the town with here in 2012. And it mentions every section, every code, very thorough. Court mentions the seeker about putting a Met Tower in here. So it was, the Met Tower was formulated through our local law, as by this document. So it just seems odd to me if they know where to get the documentation to ask us for a permit, which we did for the Met Tower, it's all in there. And then we enter into such of an agreement, because we're using our local law to put this Met Tower in place. Now all of a sudden, the wind law needs to be changed, what he's asking for. And again,
Again, he didn't ask for a wind law change specifically.
Okay, well, that's-
He asked
okay,
if the
I'll
board
take
would
that.
recant that they are interested in the fact of, so that they're not fighting with the state, I believe. I may be speaking wrong here, and maybe these guys can speak a little clearer on this, but
I can tell you, the state has a responsibility to consider all local home rule law. And, I mean, that's the beauty of Article 10. I think a lot of people originally, oh, it's an overthrow everything. The state is very much obligated to not set their own standards for installation. They depend heavily on the local municipalities and local governmental agencies to actually, create standards. Just a couple of things that Jim said. Much of that wind law is actually documentation taken from wind companies, from the DEC. It's probably not a lot different in some areas it may be, but again, every area can be taken apart.
right.
The one thing that Jim said that I think is important that people understand is that his boardroom was open and EverPower came in and asked permission, and they talked to us and they filed a permit, and we granted unanimously 5-0 the approval of their application. To say that this town board is closed to business with wind companies is not true. It's not accurate. It's unfortunate that it gets publicized that way. That would be my statement on it. So if Kevin is interested in small talk, I think that probably has a better venue. But if he wants to be specific as to what his requirements of the town are, I think we could succinctly answer those.
Okay. I will further review that.